Ho, ho, hoy, and welcome aboard. I'm your jovial captain and dungeon master of the CSS, the Charisma Saving Show. And here with me today is our charismatic cast and crew. Say hi and sound off, everybody.
Hi!
On the ocean we venture, a true sailor's heart, thinking our stories that sets us apart. The waves on the water, they sway and they crash, but the heart of a sailor is brave and it's brash. And the currents will carry us home, but home is wherever we roam. Thinking our pages will run, and our story will be one. Our story will be one.
Oh, well, where did we leave off last episode? You interrogated a man, frightened him to an inch of his life. What joyous tidings.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody. Yeah, came up with some names for the group, some of which are objectively better than the others. But some of us don't agree, and that's okay.
Just trying to bring you family-friendly fun.
Talk to those people one day. I don't know who they are, but I will talk to them.
Every single one. You're just in their DMs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who do you think you are? Why do you think Briny Bunch is acceptable?
Exactly.
What else? I think you guys are waiting for the eventual meeting with the shark tooths. I haven't decided on that yet. I think it will remain undecided. But yeah, I think we're just want to get back into it where we left off. Where I believe all of you are just outside waiting.
Trevor.
For Trevor.
Or Mike, depending on who you ask.
Trevor.
What's his name, Trevor? No, it was Trevor. Wait, I don't remember.
It's Trevor. Locke renamed him Mike.
I did.
I like Mike better.
He might not like Mike better, but...
Well, we're giving him a new life, you know. We're a clean slate.
It's true, we tried.
So is he Mike or Trevor?
I mean, for now, I think he's still Trevor. I think it would be quite strange if we actually went in there and we saw him and all of his old friends were there. And we were like, hi, Mike. And they were like...
Yeah, I agree, because there could be another Mike. A tale of two Mikes.
It's true, we never thought about that, Bygram.
No, not until now.
I mean, I'm sure there's another Mike in the world.
No.
Just the one.
Just the one. But to be fair, we should give Trevor, some time to readjust.
The Mike life.
Yes. I agree.
Well, it didn't really look like they were doing much in there. But I got kind of bored, so...
Right, they're waiting on Philbrass. And we did find the entrance to the place. Did we want to scope out and wait for Philbrass, or...?
You can see it from where we are. Just stay here.
Ugh,
See if
more
he goes
waiting!
More
That's
waiting.
what we do.
It's one of those things, I think, Via. When you're like, the life of a spy is so exciting. And then you realise that it's not very exciting. Pirating is very similar. You're like, oh, a life out on the seas. And then you realise that you're out on the sea. And for miles and miles, there's nothing but water. Till you go in the water. And then there's all types of things.
Sometimes the things in the water come out of the water
It's true.
and lop someone's head off.
I mean, I like that.
do?
To have your head lopped
Well,
off?
no, I mean the excitement of it all.
Okay. Makes sense.
Does it? Why don't we just keep our eyes open for their boss?
Right.
Works for me.
I've already been doing that. You guys go to have like a fun bistro event. I was sitting up in the rafters.
I mean, you can eat some of this leftover cake that Tiny Tia and I were eating. She's not here anymore, so...
I mean, has it just been in your hand this whole time?
Yes. It's a bit moist, to be honest.
Yeah, and it looks a little bit, like, mushed.
Well, if you don't want it, I'll
Has all
eat
the
it.
frosting been licked off?
Yes.
Ah. That'll make it extra moist, I think. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Save it in case Tiny Tia comes back.
Sure. He's gonna put it in a pouch.
Do you have it in his pocket?
Well, I don't think it's intact anymore.
I don't think it was in the first place, to be honest.
What kind of man do you think Phil Brass is?
Big one?
Tiny one?
Doesn't matter.
Wide one?
Skinny one?
Oh, I got one. Round one. Yeah.
Possibly. Someone did say that he had scars, though. Did they not?
Yeah, I believe that was Trevor Mike. Never? Trike? Oh, Trike. I kind of like Trike. It's kind of fun.
Or maybe he has one of those names where it's like two people names, you know? Like if my name was like Locke Bygram.
Hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Trevor
No.
Mike. Mike Trevor. Anyway,
Mike Trevor sounds a little bit more real.
it's true. It's weird how
don't
that
know why.
works.
Talking too much, maybe.
Maybe.
Yes.
Can we tell? Is our voice going to like echo down?
Roll perception check for me.
I'm keeping my eyes on the tunnel and like any place that's leading into that area.
But isn't
I am
us
too.
talking less conspicuous than a bunch of people just sitting here in silence? That's a bit strange, isn't it?
What do you roll for you?
Around 13.
Okay.
So,
They're a little loud, but like,
that's fair. It's pretty usual, to be honest.
So we're looking for a man with scars.
I guess so.
Alright. What do we want to do when we see him? Do we want to stop him from going in the tunnel?
I think we want this meeting to happen.
Right. Do we follow him in the tunnel then? Or do we run to the warehouse? I'm just not really sure how we're proceeding.
Did I see Phil Brass? I'm just looking at my notes. Did I see him in the warehouse? Can't remember.
I
anything.
honestly don't remember.
I don't think you
I don't
did
think he showed up.
Okay.
because you heard someone say that he was going to be a couple hours still. He was
Okay.
late, and so you came back to us and said that, and so we found the tunnel entrance to
Okay.
wait for him to see when he arrived.
I just have
Yeah.
very specific notes on his appearance, so I didn't know if I saw him or not.
Mike Trevor was very descriptive.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
I was really focused on the two playing cards and the one being an absolute idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, I could always try to approach him.
Do what?
What?
I don't know. I just don't know how we're going to get in and hear all the juicy gossip in the warehouse.
We don't have to get in. Mike is coming out. Trevor is coming out.
Right.
You had it right the first time.
I
No.
don't-
I think if we just, it's like when you get a pet and they come with one name, but you want to name them a different name.
I'm
then
not.
You just keep saying it, and then they get used to it.
I am not adopting him as a pet.
We could.
I'd rather not.
Oh, come on.
It's enough watching you guys.
Hey.
You don't really need to watch us. Maybe Locke.
I watch myself perfectly fine, thank you.
I
Okay.
don't need any watching.
Yeah, you do.
You tend to wander and get a little stabby.
I think it's been appropriately stabby the entire time we've been together. No? Everybody else did it. I feel weird that everybody is always calling out the things I do is strange. It's not my fault when I speak to them that their eyes bleed.
It is, though.
It isn't. If I could have them not do that, I would do it. It's just a result of the things that I'm able to do.
So it's... My brain hurts. Ow.
You did what you had to. It's fine. You were appropriately stabby.
Thank you, Ty.
I don't think we should follow him down the tunnel. We don't know what's down there.
Sure.
But when we watch him go in, at least we'll have a timeline.
Of when we can speak to Trevor again.
Yes.
I guess I'm just not cut out for this spy life, you know?
A lot of waiting.
I just thought that maybe, you know, I don't know what type of person Phil Brass is, but maybe I could either be like, hello, good sir. I ran into a wonderful gentleman who had a really cool tattoo, and I said, how'd you get that? And they were like, oh, you know, I got it because of reasons. Of course, they didn't tell me the reasons right away because, you know, you're in a gang. But then be like, can I join the gang? And then they would invite me in. And then I could also listen to the conversation. My other idea was a little more out there, but I thought I could be like, I found you. And then Phil Brass would be like, what? And be a little standoffish at first. And then I could be like, Mother said you would be in this town. And then lie, like maybe he's my father, you know?
It's a bit presumptuous. He might know very well that he doesn't have any children.
That's true. That's why I said I don't know what type of man Phil Brass is.
What do we garner from speaking to him?
I just kind of want to, if I'm honest.
It's not good enough reason, Locke.
I'm not good at the waiting thing. I'm much better at speaking to people or talking with people. I suppose that's the same thing.
Why don't you and Fia go for a walk?
Are you sure about that?
Nothing could go wrong.
Well, it would beat them, I guess, being here. You know, we need to be quiet, and then they're loud and blow our cover, so I get the logic.
I don't think I'm a very loud person.
I am. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I suppose if you want me to go away, I can.
I don't want you to go away. You are both just energetic.
Right.
And maybe it would be helpful if you burned a little bit of that off.
Okay.
It's gonna be
Sure,
a
we
while.
could figure out something useful to do, Locke.
Maybe we can find Tiny Tia.
That's true. We do a bird infiltration. send her in for recon.
Don't get in trouble, Thea.
Why'd you look at me?
Don't get him in trouble.
That's fair.
I mean
You
it.
better not get me into trouble.
Look out for him.
I think of the two of us, he seems to have a little bit of a better handle, honestly.
It's true.
He's making people bleed out of their eyeballs. I'm just making them bleed out of plain old puncture wounds.
No, let's go, Fia.
All right.
See if you can find any more entrances to this pathway.
Of course.
Who else is going in?
Come on, Locke. There's got to be something interesting around that we can get into.
Sure.
This could be a terrible idea. And I say as we're walking away. But if we could always try going back onto the roof.
I mean, we could.
I just hate waiting.
I also don't like waiting.
It feels useless.
Do you think Ty and Bygram are mad at us?
Oh, I don't think so. I think they're just a little bit more practical when it comes to these kind of things. I mean, we all know Ty. She's kind of stoic and quiet. And I don't even really know if Bygram was fully paying attention, to be honest. So I think they will be pretty quiet as they sit there. I doubt they'll be conversing very much. So, and who knows, maybe they sent us the two faces of the group, obviously, the most likable. Well, Bygram's pretty likable. But maybe they sent us to do like, a little bit of like social recon. And maybe we can cozy up to someone, or I don't know. Not really a subterfuge person, really.
I suppose. You think I'm likable?
Oh, I think very much so. I mean, you pretty well found 3 people immediately who would just about die for you.
Oh, that's a lot for you.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that Ty just about killed the one guy who threw like a pepperoni at you or something. And Bygram rushed right in after you, during the fight before, and...
Well, I didn't really think about it like that. You know, I used to be on a pirate ship, Fia.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Like a proper pirate ship?
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell our new captain.
Oh, I won't. I know that not a lot of people are comfortable with pirates, but, you know,
pirates can have a bad history. Speaking as someone who's been on the ocean a lot.
Of course. And, you know, I wouldn't really say I did a lot of pirating, mainly because, well, it seems to be a reaction that a lot of people have to me. They just kind of think I'm in the way, and then they want me to go away. So, you know, well,
I don't think... Well, I suppose I can't speak to your past, because I don't know them. And I don't really know what you were like on that ship, honestly. But I can say that I definitely don't think you're a nuisance. In fact, I think you're quite useful.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you make people bleed from their eyes. That's really, I'm pretty stuck on that, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty impressive. You weren't even near him.
No, that's not the only thing I can do.
What else have you got?
Well, you know, sometimes, people like to listen to me speak. I'm not sure why, but, you know, I just think those are where my assets are, and so I was just trying to help.
Oh, I totally appreciate that. I just don't really know if we're going to be talking to Phil Brass much.
I get that. I just don't want all of you to, you know.
I mean, to be fair, I largely think they were trying to get rid of me.
no, that's not true, Fia.
I don't know. I mean, like, I won't take it personal. I'm very useful on a ship. On ground recon. This is new territory for me.
I don't think they were trying to get rid of you. They immediately took to Tiny Tia, and I think that's because they missed you.
Sure.
I missed you.
Oh, well, thank you, Locke. I got quite bored. I figured that while I was up there, I thought you would really enjoy it in here because there were these people cheating at cards, and I, honest to goodness, had the idea of just like rappelling you down into the mix because I just thought that you'd have a lot of fun with that.
Well, I think
just like with the whole thing, just like stirring up some chaos.
I mean, I would, but I think Ty
At
might
least
be angry with us if we did something like that.
You could at least learn how to cheat at cards. Could make you some money.
Sure. I could always use money.
I know. Although I'm not sure why, because you got type name for pretty much everything, which is a good trick too.
It's not a trick.
I think it is a little.
No.
Yeah. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with getting people to do what you want or do things for you.
I did trick Vigrim into buying me food, but I haven't tricked Ty into buying me anything.
In that case, I don't think it's so much as tricking as it is... Maybe best not to say. But...
What do you mean?
There's the way she looks at you. And I don't know why. But... there's got to be something there. And... I don't even think... No offense, but I don't even think it's really about you. She took to you right away.
You said I was a really likable person.
You are extremely likable, but I also said Vigrim was likable, and I think she wants to throw him into the ocean.
Well, you know, she did tell me something, and maybe that's why.
Is it a secret?
Well, I don't think so. She shared it with all of us. You just happened to not be there. She told me I reminded her...
I feel like this... Oh, no, you go.
She told me, that I reminded her of her sister.
She has a sister?
Mm-hmm.
That seems to be a bit of a trend.
You have a sister?
No, I just mean Vigrim does, and she does.
Right.
Do you have a sister? Is there like a sister party?
Maybe.
Maybe we could be like... No,
sister
that doesn't
act.
work. Yeah, sister group of people with sisters.
Sea sisters.
Nope. Sisters.
Oh no.
I'm glad you two got there before I had to say it.
Sounds a little bit like we might be a Russian equivalent. Sisters. Not important. Oh, but really, Locke, I don't think that they were trying to get rid of you, or that they don't like you. It's just sometimes not everybody is good at everything.
Right.
And I know I'm not good at sitting and waiting. So you just have to know your own strengths.
Sure.
And trust them to know theirs.
And what if you want a strength that you don't think you're particularly good at, but you're working on it?
Well, that's just the thing, then you work on it.
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't born a climber. I was born a gawky little kid, much like everybody else, but I kept working on it, learning my knots, and every time you fall down, you pick yourself back up, and you keep going. You break some arms, but you get back up.
Okay.
And you get better and better.
Right. I just don't want all of you to send me away.
Oh, believe me, I think if anyone's getting booted out of the group first, it's gonna be me.
Oh, Fia, I would never do that to you.
It's not you I'm so much worried about.
No, but I don't think that Ty would do that either.
I don't know, it depends on if I get you in trouble.
I suppose that's...
So don't get in trouble.
Okay,
She might actually kill me.
I'll try not to get us
She's
in
pretty
trouble.
well the reason I'm not dead, to be honest. Don't tell her that.
I know that already, and that's why I think that Ty would, you know. We've been together for 2 whole days, Fia.
I mean, for a fly, that's a long time. For an elf, a little less.
Oh. Well, you know, you don't stick with people for 2 days if they're strangers.
I mean, that's...
And as it stands, Fia, I don't think that you or I have anything to offer Ty or Bikram. They seem pretty capable on their own, you know. They've got healing magics, they're very strong. And, you know...
They're shit at talking, though.
Sure, but you don't necessarily...
At least Ty is. I mean, I admittedly haven't heard Bygrim talk a lot. He was just looking for a pearl. That's pretty much all I heard out of him.
Well, I think both of them could make their way. They made their way here without us. Not to say that we didn't make our way here, but I'm just saying, they don't really need us, you know?
Oh, they do. They really need us. They really do.
I think they just like being around us, maybe.
You can like being around someone and still need them. You cannot like being around someone and still need them. Needing people is a funny thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad that all of you need me.
I'm glad we found you to need you.
Okay.
Now, let's go get some pastries that aren't smushed in your pockets.
That's perfectly fine.
Let's go get some pastries.
I understand you like the frosting best.
Now that the 2 most fidgety people are gone, you would probably see that Ty is also extraordinarily restless. She's tapping her foot, she's tapping her fingers, she's like standing up and sitting down, waiting, just not saying anything, but not having a good time of it.
You okay there, Matchstick? You're fidgeting more than usual.
I don't love waiting either. It was just made worse listening to Fia talk incessantly.
I get that. You always need a talker doing these type of lookouts here. So what's on your mind?
I'm just ready for the fucking ship to be fixed so we can actually go.
And we'll get there. I mean, ship's got to get repaired. You can't just swim out in the ocean. Unless that's your thing, then I don't know.
No, I'm not just gonna swim across the ocean to get where I need to be. I'm just on a time limit. The longer we waste here, the less time I have.
Well, is it really time wasted if you're
Yes.
enjoying it? Oh. See, I thought you were going to say, oh, no, I'm having a good time. But completely you went right. I was going left.
Seems to be a trend.
Yeah. Okay. So what can we do to get you to where you need to get to go?
Nothing. They just have to fix the ship.
Well, maybe once all this shark tooth stuff is over, maybe we can go and try to, fix the ship and get you to your underground volcano, which don't think it's real, but
It's real.
have you seen it before?
Yes.
Oh,
Long time
what was?
ago.
No. So, what do you remember of this underground volcano then?
Underwater.
Water. It's still under something.
Yes. I was young. Heat, mostly. Water. Light. It's vague. But I was there.
All right. If that's the case, then you think you can take us with you? I mean, kid's pretty attached to you already.
I don't care. I don't know what purpose you'd have to go, but that's where I'm going. So
I think it'd be pretty cool to see an underground volcano,
underwater.
Underwater. You know what I'm saying. Why do you you don't have to correct me. We know what we know what's going on. We're not like the seagull and Locke. We got a bit of an understanding. Maybe not a lot, but I get you.
You're free to do whatever you want. I'm going that direction. Whether the ship takes me all the way there or not, I don't know. I'll just find another one. If I have to.
I have no doubt that you wouldn't find another ship. I know that much. You seem pretty ferocious as a person, but even the strongest need some help.
I don't know how you can help me.
Well, I know some pretty cool people, I got some friends.
You keep saying
they're not here, but like I got cool. I know people.
You know people.
Yeah. Like my sister, Anya. I mean, she may be a smartass about it, but I think she'd probably help you in a heartbeat since you two are so similar, smart. Yeah, you're both like the same person, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. And
where's she?
She's last time I checked, she was still at her hometown, and she was building some type of, I don't know. She does weird things with quantum physics. It makes my brain hurt, if I'm honest.
A few things make your brain hurt.
Yeah. I'm not the brightest light bulb, but I don't know. I just keep it simple, and that seems to work for me. I know I'm not the smartest, but I got my strength, and I guess that's all I really needed.
You going back home at some point?
I think I would. I got a few people waiting back home for me, but I just want to see the world just a little bit, and I think your destination would just, I don't know, give me perspective, maybe.
Maybe. It's not exactly safe.
I mean, I've already been thrown into danger quite a few times, so.
It's the difference between a couple thugs and volcano.
That's under the sea, but I mean, still, be pretty cool, I think. Going by your dreams, I don't know, but you got us. Maybe. I'm not sure about Fia. I mean, you kind of keep her from dying all the time.
Yeah, that's a full-time fucking job.
Yeah, and do you really think she's going to let you go without talking your head off? I mean, you just get swah all the time.
It's pretty much all I hear when she opens her mouth.
I didn't want to say it, but I did too. Like it's like a loud type of like, you know, like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying it messes with my ears sometimes, but it does, because it could be a regular seagull. And then I'm like, oh, Fee's in danger. But it's just it trying to get like a French fry, you know?
Yeah, that's why I sent her away.
Yeah, no, good call.
Unfortunately, I feel like I sent Locke to babysit her, but he's more capable of keeping up with her than I am.
I agree with that. I mean, Locke has taken me by surprise with his manliness and intention to kill, but I think there's a good person in there deep down.
Well, there is.
Just needs a bit of guidance.
Sure, but his intentions aren't wrong.
I mean, well, I don't know much about the kid. I think you might know more than me. All I know is that Fia fought a giant crab, and I barely remember that story.
What? Don't, never mind. I don't
I
care.
know. Yeah, you don't. It was like crack, 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 crab, and a lot of violence on the sea. I don't know if I believe it or not, but you know, Fia has no reason to lie. I wouldn't think she lied.
I don't take it you assume most people lie.
I try to believe that everybody has the capability to do good one way or another. And
How often that fuck you over?
there was one time,
Mm.
and that was like multiple lies. So yeah, the lies they told me, and then the lies I told myself. It was a whole thing. You don't. Yeah, that's a pretty big wound, but it's a
Yeah,
whole
it got
thing.
my sister a lot too.
I see. I mean, Anya was always there to kind of fight certain people.
Yeah.
And then smack me across the head if I needed it, so.
Yeah. I never hit Isle. But I spoke to her about it. She was like you. She sees the good in people. Like you do.
Well, that's good, you know?
Sometimes.
Feels like we're outnumbered, but we got people like you who see through others. Don't tell Locke I said this. Bullshit. And, you know, you guys got your place in the world too. It's like a balance, you know?
Yeah. A balance, sure.
I think so. It works. Gotten this far.
Yeah. I guess so.
I know so. Feeling better? I notice you're not fidgeting as much.
Yeah. I just waiting for this guy to come.
Yeah.
Then waiting for Trevor Mike.
Called him Trinora in my mind.
Oh, a third name. Great.
Yeah. Just got confusing, you know? It happens to the best of us.
Yep.
I don't like that yet, but can't tell if you mean it. Like, I agree with Bygrim, he's right, or sure, Bygrim, because I've heard the latter too many times. And I feel like it's that one. And you did it again.
Mm.
You know I'm not good with nonverbal cues. Come on, why you... Is that a smile I see? Did I get the great Ty to smile?
Wow. It happens, sometimes. You
I
can
gotta
stop
go
looking
write
at me
this
like that.
down.
No,
Yes,
you don't.
I
No.
do. It's
This
too
is
late.
a monumental moment.
It feels like it to me.
Your goals are small.
Yeah.
If this is what makes you happy.
I mean, you need small, achievable goals as much as like big, grandiose goals too. So for me, getting a friend to smile, no. A person that I know through circumstances to smile. I think it's an absolute win. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I was celebrating, because it was good. Oh, I see what you're doing.
What am I doing?
You're doing that thing where
the
you
yep.
Yeah.
You're catching on. Maybe there's more up there than I thought.
There's a lot up here if you give it a chance.
It's just pretty high up there.
Yeah, because I'm tall.
Mm-hmm.
Why I went away from Anya, and now I have another Anya, and I can't escape it. I would like to be, treated normally, kinda, sort of.
You should look somewhere else for that.
She would say that too. But she's not a bad person either, so... Not bad, Ty. You're not bad at all.
She awkwardly turns around to just face wherever this pathway goes.
I don't know about you, Theo, but there's something in my heart that just grew 3 times the size, I'm feeling
I feel
good.
like a scratching at the back of my neck. It's a little uncomfortable. I feel like some judgment. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. It's a little odd. Oh well, I won't take it personal. Water off a duck's back, as they say. See those wing, maybe.
Yes. All right. Now, are we climbing up on this warehouse?
Did you want to?
Well, I thought that was the plan, Fia.
Well, the plan was the pastries, and then we ate those.
Yes. Do you think it's going to make us louder when we jump on the roof?
No, it's cushioning.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
That's how it works. It's definitely how it works.
All right. Let's climb up.
It'd be really useful if there were like how you've probably heard of werewolves and bears and people who can turn into things.
Yes.
It'd be useful if we could turn into a flying thing. Do you think if we get bit by a crow or a seagull, that we would just be able to fly? Or do you think it has to be a specific one? I don't know much about the stories.
Well, I think if you listen to myth, it definitely has to be a specific one.
That's too bad.
But maybe we can find it. Maybe that's your life goal, Fia.
To get bit by a bird?
A werebird, though.
A werebird.
Adopt the curse.
That could be fun. Add a little intrigue.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little ooh, she's got a secret.
Wow, that's really sexy.
Yeah, but instead of ooh, there's something about her. I don't know what it is. Turns out, I can turn into a bird at times.
Oh, you sure you don't have the curse now? There's an energy coming off of you that is just...
I'm gonna think really hard about turning into a bird.
All right. Are you thinking?
Yes. Does it look like I'm thinking?
I don't
Off
see...
on the horizon, you remember that there was a storm on its way, maybe a couple days out. As you start thinking, there's a little distracting flash off in the distance as there's lightning.
Oh, maybe I can control lightning. But like a lightning. Shit, that could be something else.
I don't think that's part of the were-seagull curse. I've never met a seagull that could control the weather.
Well, how do you know? Have you ever asked?
I haven't.
Have you noticed that whenever a storm is coming in, the seagulls come inland? Maybe they're the harbingers of the storm.
Oh. I never
Maybe they bring it in.
You're right, maybe. I'll have to ask one.
Ask Tiny Tia if you can find her again.
She'll come around.
Oh, I'm sure. She's anything like me. Won't be that easy to get rid of her.
All right. Let's stealth up to this warehouse.
Well, we can certainly try.
I love that both of them conveniently forgot that Ty said look for other entrances to the path.
No thought head empty. Only were seagulls.
I mean,
You've
Locke's
discovered my
distracted.
master plan.
Oh no.
Hold on.
Well.
Are we stealthing or are we acrobaticsing? What are we doing?
Well, as you two start making your way to the building, again, for some reason, the tides push us out and away from our story and into a short little break. We'll see you in a bit.
Ty! Fia! Wake up! Wake up! Did you hear that?
It's probably just the weather, Locke.
I think she's right, little lad.
No. I've heard of a great beast with giant claws that comes to visit naughty children and offers them up to the winter solstice.
I don't see any naughty children here, Locke.
Well, I stole some sweets before we set sail off the port.
I doubt the beast is concerned with that. Just go back to bed, Locke.
Ho, ho, ho.
Did you hear that?
Maybe we should scope it out.
Fine.
Who goes there?
Hey, buddy. I was just coming to bring you all gifts. Maybe put the knife down.
Bikram, you brought us gifts.
Of course I did. Isn't it tradition?
Ho, ho, hoy, and welcome to the holiday season. From all of us here on the Charisma Saving Show to all of you at home, we hope that you'll be safe, be merry, and have a joyous time.
Happy
holidays!
Welcome to the Charisma Saving Show ad break. Looking for ways to support the show? We've got tons of great free options for you. If you haven't already, why not subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Twitter, or join our Discord? Already doing all those things? There are other great ways for you to interact with our show, like leaving us a comment, using our hashtag, hitting the like button, or interacting with our chat on premiere days. So set sail with us and join in on the adventure.
Ahoy and welcome aboard.
It's a 22. I rolled a natural 19.
Guys, it's only downhill from here.
You look over to Locke. He's very greedily like,
You could put your money in this pouch right here.
Roll a persuasion check. What?
Oh no, buddy!
that's a 1.
Oh no. I got a 3.
Oh no!
Oh.
Alright, stealth first. Ooh, not good. Not good, guys. Not good. Not good. We're off to a rough start. Oh, have a +7 though. That's only a 12.
Oh, I got a 20.
Okay.
He's like, wow.
It's like, whoa.
Good job, Bygram. Really showed me your ferocity.
I don't like that tone.
Waves crash, and we're pulled back into the Sea of Stories, continuing where we left off. You're climbing this building.
We are stealthing near this building.
We're stealthing.
I need to ask. So you made your way out of the warehouse district. You found a pastry place. You came back.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
That's
do you know an alternate route to that area of warehouse district E, or do you only know the one route? Or are you gonna find your way there?
Let's find our way there.
I feel like we can find our way. We're very savvy people.
Both of you roll an investigation check for me.
This is gonna become like, where's Waldo? Like they're just gonna have to find us.
Because it's either you have to walk past Ty and Bygram again to get there, or...
So 12 for me.
Okay.
14 for me.
Well, I had a DC, but let me just roll a thing. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, you find your way there?
Look at us. Regular old adventurers.
Yeah,
It does take you a little bit of extra time because you're like, it's like you're trying to find this place from a different direction than the way you came. So it's sort of like, you know, seeing a place during the day versus during the night. You're like, that kind of looks familiar. You do, after making your way through another warehouse district, do end up in E on the opposite end, but you do eventually find yourself over to that building.
We did it.
While we are kind of going along, keeping in mind, does there seem to be any kind of either indication that the warehouse is this way, or any other way to the warehouse that like Ty had kind of suggested we go to?
Okay. Both you roll another roll a perception check for me.
Hey. That is a 22 for me.
Well, natural 1.
For a total of?
For a total of, what is this? Perception?
Yep.
For a total of 4.
Locke was like, Ty told us to do this thing, and Theo was like, no.
Fia does the equivalent of like like actively looking too much, so that you like miss details. You're like, okay.
Oh, do you think that's important? That brick looks a little weird.
I'm focused.
Do you think that's a clue?
Give me a second.
Locke. Hold on a second. Let me look at this stupid map. Not. Yes. Okay, cool. You do find that, looking about, you see that there is another sort of like lowered area that goes like to sort of like a sewer opening, or like an opening where one of the two like city blocks make a canal and everything. You do see that there is like a very hard to notice sort of like almost like a stone door that's ajar. That might be an entrance.
Look, there's one here. What if Vilbrass is coming this way and Ty and Bygram don't even see him?
Is this going in the right direction? Are you sure? I feel like I had a really good lead with that brick.
No, listen. I think that Vilbrass would maybe come this way, because this looks like a much fancier door than just, you know, clambering through the sewer. I mean, it's still, it's the same, but it's different, you know?
It's the same but different. Sure. I mean, if you're confident, we can go have a look. I mean, I don't really have anything else to go on other than that brick. I don't know if you press it. I don't know if you follow other bricks like it. So, like, yours seems a little bit more direct. Admittedly.
It's a little bit ajar. Maybe someone's already entered this way. Should we
stealth in?
We could stealth in, or I know that we're not supposed to get into any trouble. Should we?
I mean, if we're stealth in, then we won't get into any trouble.
Well, if you let me go first, I could always...
If you let me go first.
Hold on.
All right.
Let me explain if I go first, and then I get caught. You're better at sneaking than I am. And then I could be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I am but a child, and I thought this was a fun place to play adventurer.
Okay.
Better than that. That was a rehearsal.
Okay. Counterpoint.
Okay.
I'm very good at stealthing,
Yes.
and if something happens, I stab him.
But we need the information for you. We can't.
But I won't necessarily kill him right away. I'll incapacitate him.
Oh.
Drag his bleeding form out. We can interrogate.
I think mine might be less messy, and at the end of the day, Ty will have not much to complain about.
I mean, I think she'll still get me in trouble for letting you wander in there by yourself.
I'm not going by myself. You'll be fast behind me, but...
What happens if someone sneaks up on you? Conks you right out. You're just a wee little man.
I'm
She'll
strong.
kill me.
No, I'm
She will
strong.
literally rip me from limb from limb. It'll be a massacre.
Fia, I'm strong.
Yeah, but like, you're not wearing a helmet. They bop you on the head.
Well,
Listen, I'm pretty sure I can't die, but I'm pretty sure you can.
well, that's very biased of you, isn't it?
Well, I don't know your experience as much as I know mine.
Well, you know, I've been through some things that prove that maybe I can't die either. I dropped on that battlefield just as well as you did, and I'm standing
really
in
did.
front of you.
That is true.
And that's not the first time.
That you've been dropped.
Well,
I feel like we've turned a strange corner in this conversation.
you know, maybe bragging about dying often isn't,
Well, I mean, technically we're bragging about not dying.
that's true. So look at us. I think we're invincible.
I think so. I think, as the leaders of the Chartreuse gang, I think we are quite untouchable.
Is that what we're going with?
Well, I don't know. I think that's just our personal prerogative.
You and I.
Yes. We have a secret.
We do. I think you know what we could do? We could rank people with colours in our gang, and you and I, obviously at the top, could have the chartreuse colours.
Okay. I like it.
I think Ty could maybe have like a red colour for blood and stuff, because she stops people from bleeding.
Oh yes, and I was going to say that she knocks them down. She causes them to bleed.
She also does cause them to bleed sometimes.
Should we maybe start this from the top so there's not some weird back and forth conversation?
No, this is a perfect place.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Exactly.
Ugh.
I also think that Bygram could, be, well, I was going to say red as well, but I think Bygram might be able to be,
Well, I mean, they could be the red tier,
they could. And then anyone we hire after that could be like blue tier or something. But I was thinking that Bygram could also be green tier, because I am quite envious of him.
Oh, I thought you were just going to say because he's green.
Oh, no. It's because he's very muscular, you know?
I mean, the question is how many levels are we having?
I didn't really think about that. How many colours are there?
Oh, like a handful, like a couple, like a few.
I'm gonna have to body swap some of you at some point.
I will be blessed.
Freaky Friday.
Alright, I think we should go with my plan, you know?
I really honestly don't even remember what it is, so sure.
Here.
You both roll a perception check for me. Or what are your passives?
Well, that is cocked. My passive.
I think
My
your
passive
passives
is
are both like
13.
13. Yeah.
Oh, Are we still rolling, or is it just passive?
Hmm.
I mean, I don't see shit. That's a 7.
I have not rolled.
Oh yeah, roll. We'll see.
All right. Oh, Fia sees all.
It's the opposite now.
22.
Oh shit.
Should have went with the passive.
That's okay. I allowed you to have a chance. I just need to check something.
He's still like talking to Fia. Like,
No. How do you not remember, Fia? I think you're just trying to get out of it.
Yeah, that's only a dirty 20, baby. Okay, well, Fia, out of the corner of your eye, after your dissociation, while you two are talking about this plan, you do notice that you two are closer, you're on a lower level, closer to the water. Someone has walked down this, I don't know, the street, and seen you two at they're at the staircase, and just looked at you two and listened to your conversation, and it started to go off.
Can I see anything about the figure? Or is it more just a
22.
figure? 22?
It's a figure. They're in a very dark brown and green kind of cloak. They seem to be wearing dark black boots and gloves. Seem to have a lot of layers of clothing. They have a sleeveless tie-up tunic on. Very strong, big arms. But they've got a hood on to cover their face. They do have a pinky ring.
Ooh, fancy.
Let's take
But
it.
my notes real fast. Maybe I'll find something.
Are we following them?
Hold on a second.
First, I would probably just
They've got a red beard.
oh, it's fucking him. I bet
The infamous red beard, the pirate.
I feel
he
like
did have shaggy red hair.
I do feel like Locke is just talking away, and
You probably
she's
can't tell if they have shaggy red hair because they have their hood up.
But
You
they
can see,
have a beard. They have a red
have a
beard.
beard.
It's them. I am convinced. Fia sees all. She would probably just put a hand on Locke's mouth. You're right. I think he saw us. He's walking away.
How far away is he?
Elevation. He's probably while you guys are talking, he's just continuously walking, so about 30 feet away.
Locke, in the way that he doesn't know that he does sometimes, will go,
Excuse me.
and cast Charm Person.
All right. You yourself don't have line of sight just yet, because you're down in an area, and so there's a how do I do this visually? You're down in a walkway kind of area, and then there's the stone streets above you.
Okay.
And so he's down the street, so you
Okay.
have to get back up onto the street.
All right. As soon as she would have said that, he'd probably run up
Oh shit, Locke.
and just say, "Excuse me," and cast Charm Person.
What's the range on that? Hold on.
30 feet. That's why I asked.
Okay. Want to roll a athletics check for me, or a dexterity check?
Sure.
See how fast Locke can scramble up before this man keeps walking.
So 18.
Okay. All right. So he's got to make a wisdom save?
Yes.
Lovely. Well, can't see what that is, but it's that one.
Locke will just like kind of turn to Fia and then run towards this person.
Shit, I'm going to die.
You attempt to charm a humanoid you can see within range and must make a wisdom saving throw, and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it. You're not fighting it. If it fails the saving throw, it is turned by you until the spell ends for 1 hour, or until you or your companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you. You got 1 hour. So, you scramble up onto the street, casting your spell at this man. He's like mid-striding, he stops.
Hi. I was just, I noticed you go by and, well, have I seen you somewhere before?
Can't say you have. I've never seen you before.
Oh, but I'm always, intrigued by, meeting new people. I'm new to town and well, there's a lot of really, big buildings around here and I think I might be lost.
You probably are. He turns around to you. You can see that, like, as he turns, you can see that he has, like, shaggy red hair.
Oh, shit.
These parts are dangerous. You shouldn't be over here, little guy.
Oh no. Well, can you help me? Unless, of course, you're dangerous.
Everyone's dangerous here.
Well, if I could have somebody dangerous at my side while I try to kind of make my way through this area, I suppose that might be better,
I'm a busy man, young one. Where are you headed?
Well, I don't know. I'm lost, sir.
Where are you trying to go, though?
Probably anywhere away from the danger, if you're going somewhere, I could always go with you.
He starts striding towards you, slowly. Fia, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm hiding and hoping and praying this isn't leading up to the "I'm your son" conversation. Really, really hoping.
Can you roll a stealth check for me?
Yeah. Oh, guys. Ooh, child. Oh, but I have really good stealth. 13.
Okay. You're probably stealth pretty well. You're either pressed up against like the wall, or like you can like peek over the street to like see.
I don't even want to look. I'm doing the Kronk thing in Emperor's New Groove.
That's what I was thinking.
Yep. Minus the theme song.
If you want, you can even sneak into that door. So this man starts making his way over to you slowly, Locke. Fia, you can hear like every step he takes is a resounding footfall that makes you more anxious as he gets closer. Well, you can't come with me where I'm going. I've got a business meeting.
Oh.
But I can show you to another part of the city real fast.
I mean, that would be nice. What kind of business meeting do you have?
Now I have to get into this man's head. Hold on. having to do with, you know, shipping goods and that kind of thing.
Really? You know, I myself was looking to get into something like that.
Really?
I was.
You a sailor?
Of sorts, yes.
Are you still wearing that hat?
Yeah.
Fuck. Looks you up and down. Buy that yourself?
Buy this? Well, I had some help from the shopkeep, but, I didn't have enough gold to actually get the hat that I wanted. It was just, it's temporary. I'm gonna build on it, you know?
You steal that young man then?
Well, maybe.
Roll a deception check or persuasion. Roll insight for this man.
Not very good. That's a 15.
Okay, that's like 3 times what he got, so. For insight. You have any other talents that are more spectacular?
Oh, I didn't really see that as a talent, but I think I've got some other things that are pretty interesting, you know? I'm pretty good at talking to people, and, you know, if you need any encouragement, I'm pretty good at that. Like, your beard? It's good. Oh, if you didn't like that one, maybe it's not really what you were looking for. How about your arms look like they could very easily kill a man.
They do.
Well, there you go. Really giving off the vibe that you're trying to put out into the world, you know?
Leans down towards you.
I'm also pretty okay at music.
You might be better suited on the ship, you young man.
Well, that's good advice. What about you? Do you have any hidden talents? We haven't really, you know, we've been talking about me this whole time. Lifting things, maybe.
This is the office AU. This is how we get there.
No.
It's my job interview.
Why don't you and I walk and talk? Claps you on the back,
Sure.
puts an arm around you, and like starts walking off out of this district.
He's just kind of.
Shit. I will stealth after them.
Okay, roll another stealth check for me.
Oh my gosh, Locke. Oh, well, that left the building. Okay, that's good. That is good. I don't know what math is, though. 18 plus 7.
Okay, yeah, he doesn't even notice you.
Locke also does not notice you. He's like,
Oh no.
So,
Yeah, it's really wishing she had some sort of a message spell or something. She tries to, like, lock eyes with a seagull and send them back.
roll an animal handling check at disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Yeah.
I should get advantage. I'm a seagull.
Ah, you're fine.
Okay. Animal handling. Okay, that's a 7.
Actually, you know what? Roll me A D100.
A
3 times.
D100. 3
Yeah.
times?
So, roll 1.
Okay. Okay, that's a 10.
10. Okay.
Is that 100 or is that 10? I never know.
I don't see your dice.
The percentile die?
Yeah, it's the actual 10.
That's just 10.
That's
Okay.
10, yeah.
If you roll a D10, because you don't have a D100, if you roll a D10, that'll be your single digit.
Okay. I'm supposed to roll 3 times, aren't I?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, do you want to roll higher than that number or lower than that number?
Why are you asking me? I don't know.
Hmm?
I don't know what I'm rolling for.
Yeah.
I mean,
Say.
I don't know. This is like the Price is Right. Where you have to like get below
Maybe.
the number, not over it.
You can choose. Do you want to roll above 10 or do you want to roll under 10 for your next roll?
I'll say under, maybe. Maybe this is like divine intervention. Maybe you have to roll below your level.
All right, so you got to get anything under a 10.
With my D10 or my D100.
It's a D100.
It's a 20.
Okay. The seagull looks at you and just squawks. Just looks away, looks over at them, looks away. Nothing.
Does it look like this seagull has recently eaten pastries?
No.
are we moving in a direction where Locke knows Ty and Bygram to be, or are we moving in the opposite direction?
You are walking in the opposite direction, the direction you came.
Okay.
Yeah, well, how young are you, young man?
Oh, you know, early 20s. Still in the prime of my
Young.
youth.
Strong, moldable. Why are you in Petra?
Well, you know,
You from here?
No, I was just looking for places to perform, looking for a job.
What kind of work are you suited for?
I'm pretty multi-skilled, if you will. I do quite a bit of things. Jack of all trades, some would say. We still haven't really. I know nothing about you.
Oh, God, how does charm person work?
I just think.
Let's just say I'm a
we're friends.
man of mystery.
That's very sexy of you.
Oh yeah, definitely going to die today. This was a mistake. This was a mistake.
He just barks like he barks like a terrible laugh. Sexy. Not used to that one.
Oh, see, really good at encouraging people, helping them find themselves and their worth.
Go ahead.
You know,
Oh, no.
sometimes people form groups to do that, and they really need purpose, so they join a gang.
He's gonna roll inside on you with advantage. that was a weird drop.
It feels like Locke is trying to get him to join a cult now.
Okay.
Am I not?
What was your deception check earlier?
15.
Okay. It's like, join a gang. Well, that's an easy way to get yourself in trouble.
You're right.
You wouldn't want that, would you?
No. This feels like we're going further into the district. I'm not great with directions, but I know that this was...
No, we're going out of the district. There's a lot of people that work here, heavy lifting, knocking things over. It's a dangerous place.
Well,
And I also hear there's all sorts of dangerous people. Look at that guy. He points to it's like a dude in like a button-up shirt who's smoking a pipe. Short hair, looks to be elven, but he's got like a look, like a wistful look in his eye.
you can never be too careful, you know? Well, I'd like to know, are you a sailor?
Was back in the day.
Was. Did something happen?
Came here. Didn't have a ship.
Oh, and then you gave up on your dream of being on the sea. Did something awful happen out on sea? Did a
Sea's a
kraken get your ship?
What?
You know, like a giant monster.
No, but the sea's a bit of a bitch.
Oh. I suppose so, but there's some really wonderful things out there. All types of creatures in the sea, you know? Sometimes you can even hear really beautiful music out on the sea.
See, after you say that, he just stares off into the distance for a little bit.
Did you go? Hello?
Sorry.
Were you having a good memory? Are you thinking maybe you'd like to go back on the sea? I can help with that, you know.
One day. Oh? You have the money for a ship?
Oh, no, but you don't need money on a ship. Sometimes you can make your way on a ship as a hand, and then you work your way up, you know. Hard work and perseverance, you know.
Did you stow away on a ship to get here?
Something like that. You know.
Didn't peg you as the type of being sneaky with how vibrant you are.
I'm not really good at sneaking. But, you know, the ship I was on, well, they found me, and, well, then we started having a nice conversation like we're having right now. And then, well, we just sort of became friends.
Sounds... Sorry. Sounds like, quite the exciting adventure. Well, claps you on the back. We're here.
Where are we?
You are, at the edge of the warehouse district, closer to, like, the docks. Fia, you've been tailing them this entire time?
I'm not just gonna leave this little blue guy with this giant murder gang man.
Murder gang man.
I mean, who knows? Maybe I should just stealth away. Go on a different path. Who knows if this is the right one for me? Seems like a lot of bad decisions just keep lining up in a row.
All right. As to get here, Ty and Bygram. Fia and Locke have been gone for a long time. Like at least an hour. That's a long walk. What are you two up to?
I should never have sent her away.
I think you made the right call, at least partially. I mean, it's not like we have leashes that we can put on them, but
We could.
Yeah, we could. Do they have leashes that go that far?
Sure, we could figure something out. Should we go after them?
I don't want to miss Mike, but he is also meeting up with us later.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably should.
Okay. Let's be quick about it.
All right.
We'll walk into the district in what I would assume is the way that it would have gone. So, like, following the water, because that's where all of the entrances have been, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll a. If you're actively looking, I'll let you roll either perception or investigation to try to figure out where these two would have gone.
Okay.
If you want to, you can even roll persuasion if you like. Just ask questions from people.
I will perceive. Maybe. 15.
15.
I got a 4 in investigation, so
Oh, buddy.
it's not my thing.
You decide to let Ty lead this.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Yeah, of course. Totally.
She seems to be the bloodhound for Locke and Fia's expeditions into the district.
Yeah, leads to the Cape Crusader. It's fine.
Is Bygram Robin now?
Locke's gonna be mad he's being replaced.
Yeah, no, okay. Locke has to be Robin. Bygram can be.
I prefer Nightwing, please.
It could be Nightwing or Superman if Ty is
Oh, Superman. Yeah,
Batman.
that works. Yeah, okay.
Superman works, I think, way better.
Yeah. World's finest over here. Let's
I
go.
have the blue colours of Nightwing.
But the personality of Damian Wayne. No, I'm kidding.
100%.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I'm not wrong, but I don't truly want to give into that narrative. So with a 15, you make your way through the district, following their crumbs, and you eventually part of the way you make your way to a corner, and you see Locke walking with a man, and they walk by you, and at one point you do see Fia like sneaking around.
I'm gonna kill her.
You're seeing what I'm seeing, right?
Yeah,
It's
she's
not
dead.
Fia's fault at all.
So why is she...
Is he going to die?
Does she know we can see her?
Oh boy.
Isn't that Phil Brass? That's how she described him.
Yeah. It is. So why is Locke walking with him? Like they're friends?
How far back is Fia from them?
How far back would you have been, Fia? Like 30, 60 feet?
Probably not 60 because Fia is afeared. Because she had one job and somehow she still lost Locke.
Okay.
Feels a lot like Home Alone, except I don't even know.
So like close-ish?
Yeah, like pretty close, like
Close-ish.
without being too conspicuous, but I'm also useless from too far away. So probably like 20 to 30 feet.
Okay. I'd probably say you'd be about 30 feet from them.
Okay.
You're probably like ducked under in an area, and like if it wasn't for your white hair, maybe Ty and Byron wouldn't see you. But what your passive perception is 13. So you're chasing after Locke. You eventually hear a very familiar clanging of metal, and there's like a light sound of like sizzling in the air. It's maybe Ty, or maybe it's a firebomb. Who knows?
I was like,
One and the same, to be
are close
honest.
to a food cart.
Wow.
Pork skewers, you know.
She just takes like a little break.
I'll look around, and then if I spot them, I'll be like, "Not my fault." Not.
Can I try scaring Fia, please? I want revenge.
Aren't I looking right at you?
Oh,
Yeah.
eventually. Oh, this didn't work out at all.
Is
You
it
can
really...
still try to scare her.
Death is scary.
I'd rather scare her before Ty murders her. So, yeah.
Death is scary.
I don't know what to roll for a surprise, but I guess.
Well, if you want to try and sneak up on her, or do a you can either sneak up on her, or you can just like shout at her.
I want to sneak up on her.
All right, roll a stealth check for me.
So I want to try and. Please.
She definitely knows Ty is there. Ty kind of stands out.
Okay, I got a 15.
Oh, that's higher than your passive. All right. So, by Kirby, sir, you and Ty clock Fia, and you're like, okay, wait, hold on. And you see that there's like a little dip in under one of the bridges that you can like hop down there, and like there's apparently like a little ledge here that you can like sneak over towards her.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm doing it. Ty, watch this. This is gonna be funny. Watch. Just see like I'm just sneaking, trying to like he's tall, so he's trying to like squat and just supposed to say like almost like Monsters Inc. Like he's just like like that is. And I want to scare her. Yes, just like like that. Yeah, not the best type of scare, but.
As Fia and Ty are making eye contact, and Fia's like, no, I didn't do this. Bagram, you sneak up on Fia.
Yeah,
what do you do to scare her? Because she has a 13 passive perception, and your stealth is 15.
All right. Oh, man, I don't know. I would say, like, hoist her up, but no, that seems a bit too... That seems inappropriate.
That gets you stabbed, sir.
Yeah, and I don't want to die, so... I think of pleasant, just like a tap on the shoulder and just like,
Well, if you tap me on the shoulder, I will be whipping around with the dagger. I am sorry. This is a high-stress situation.
Why are you like this?
I won't go for a stab, but I will definitely be like...
That's fine.
Oh.
Okay.
You're here. And I'll put the dagger back. This isn't my fault. I want it on the record. This is not my fault. He did this. I didn't do this. He, not me.
I haven't approached them yet. I'm watching Locke. It's late though, right? Like, are there a lot of people around?
It's starting to get late. There's still a decent amount of people around.
Okay.
But they're starting to like thin out.
Okay.
A lot of people are, they're not going to be working super late hours on like a warehouse. Okay. People are going to start to go off and drink or go down to the docks or, return home.
I will Assassin's Creed this and just blend into whatever crowd is moving in the direction that Locke is moving.
Roll a stealth check for me, which I think you have disadvantage on because of your armor, or maybe not.
I don't, because
you don't.
It's a breastplate.
But
I only have a +1 mod, so
that's all you need.
Well, I might need more than that. 10.
Oh, you don't have guidance either.
Nope.
Well, 10. Yeah.
Just walking.
Yeah, just walking.
Well, thank you, mister, for bringing me to the edge of this district. I really wouldn't have found my way out.
Well, Here. He hands you like 3 silver. Go get yourself a drink or something to eat tonight.
Hey, that's very kind of you. I never got your name.
Name's Kurt.
Kurt. Well, it's nice to meet you, Kurt. My name is Philip.
Philip. Didn't strike me as a Phil, but...
Oh no, what did I strike you as?
Didn't really think of anything.
Oh. I had very unconventional parents, you know. They saw me and they were like, all the boys his age are named Waverly, you know?
Huh. Well, Philip, have a good night. Stay out of trouble.
You as well, Mr. Kurt.
And word of advice.
Yes.
Stay off the streets tonight.
What?
Starts making his way away from you.
On account of the storm! Goodbye, Kurt!
He just keeps walking.
I imagine as he's like kind of looking, if he like walks past Ty.
Actually, you know what?
Thea will be actively pushing by Grim, like, we will be going behind like a building or something. Like, move, 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 move.
Okay.
He's walking past. He doesn't notice Ty in the crowd. He's a little bit focused on getting back to where he was after this waste of time.
Does she... I guess she was watching Locke, so she would have seen him walk away?
Yeah.
Okay. She's just clocking that, but moving steadily towards Locke. What was that?
I was making friends.
The leader of the gang.
We don't know that he's a leader of a gang. Maybe he is just also named Kurt and has straggly red hair. It happens.
Yes. Fits the description that Trevor gave us, though.
It does. I was just trying to get to know him better. Do you know that he used to be a sailor?
I guess that's possible.
And then I asked him, well, why aren't you a sailor anymore? And he said that he just didn't have a ship. Like, that's some sort of excuse. Fia didn't have a ship and she's still a sailor. I think something happened, you know?
Did he do anything?
Told me to be careful on the streets tonight. Actually, sorry, he worded it a bit differently. He said, word of advice, don't be out on the streets tonight.
Did you speak to him in the way you spoke to the captain?
Well, of course. That's how I speak to everyone.
Okay. Are you okay?
I'm perfectly alright. To be honest, he was quite a nice man. He said some things that were vaguely threatening, but, you know, I do that sometimes, so I can't judge him very harshly.
How did you end up finding him before we did?
He just kind of walked by.
Just walked by and wanted to be friends.
Oh, well, we were looking for another entrance like you told us, because we were on track. We did exactly what you asked of us. And then we found one. And it was much nicer than the one that we found earlier. So we were like, that's probably where he's going to go, because he seems the type that needs like a fancy entrance. And then we went there, and then Fia clocked a man who was looking at us having our conversation. And then he walked by us, and then I said, hello. Actually, I said, excuse me. And then we started talking. And, you know, I think he was about to hire me.
Really?
Yes, he said I had a lot of good skills, and I didn't even know I had them.
He's not wrong, but maybe being hired by the leader of a gang and brought into a warehouse full of members of that gang by yourself wasn't exactly the plan.
Why, I would be part of their gang then, Ty. They wouldn't hurt me. I'm one of them. I'm a shark tooth.
And I'm sure there's never any infighting.
Why would you do that to people who share the same purpose as you do, Ty?
I don't know. I'm about to go beat the shit out of Fia, so...
Why? Well, I'm just saying the shark tooth probably wouldn't have sent me away.
I'm sorry I sent you to babysit. You're just better at keeping up with her than I am.
Well, we're a gang. We should be all together.
She didn't look like she was going to sit and wait.
And it's a good thing that we didn't. Because I also didn't want to sit and wait. But look, we got all this information on Mr. Kurt. We're friends now.
You're friends, right? When you speak to people, do they continue to be your friend for a long time?
Well, I mean, for a while. Sometimes when I'm in a tavern, though, people react kind of strangely. Like, they're very nice to me, and then they're not nice to me anymore.
In what way?
I don't know. I think maybe at first they think, oh, what a nice fellow. And then I play a song and maybe they don't like it very much. And then they decide that I've wronged them in some way. It's gotten violent sometimes, but for the most part, it's just people a bit frustrated with me.
You ever think that maybe your words are a bit stronger than you think?
What do you mean?
I mean, you have a certain sway over people when you speak.
Well, I mean, I think that's only partially true. Not everyone likes me.
Wasn't exactly what I meant. But, okay, well, maybe we don't stick around long enough for your new friend to find fault in what happened.
Like I wasted his time or something.
Maybe. Whatever it is, the conclusion he comes to, maybe we don't want to be here for it.
We still need to wait for Trevor, though.
We do. Are you okay waiting?
You're not going to send me away again?
I won't send you away, I'm sorry.
Then all right, I can wait.
Okay. Is she gonna wait?
She looks kind of scared.
Good.
He is just, leaning behind like a building. The building is background.
You kind of need to face your, I'm not going to say doom, but
It's not my fault.
and
It's not my fault, but I don't think she's gonna see it that way, regardless of what I say to her. I'm gonna hide behind you, because I don't think she'll be able to kill you.
I mean, a lot of people have tried to kill me and failed. But
Exactly.
That's beside
You're
the
a
point.
big, massive man, so I feel safe hiding behind you for the time being, if that's all right.
I mean, okay, that's fine.
Great. Just stay still.
We got to go talk to him.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
I was already thinking, maybe we branch off. This doesn't seem to be working. Lots of people seem to get stabbed. You can come with me. We can find another life. Maybe, I don't know. There's got to be something out there that doesn't involve
I mean, I agree.
The angry fire lady.
She's not that angry. I
She's
promise
pretty
you.
angry at me.
It's not
You
like
hear her
okay.
crackling from here.
No, I don't hear it. I don't know.
It's not directed at you.
Oh yeah. Oh, so that's what that feels like. Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I think I'm
Look,
gonna
okay.
kill.
Look, I think we can work this out. I'll go negotiate, right? You can still stay behind me.
Okay.
Worst
I like
case
that.
scenario, you just have to climb on top of me, and then she can't hit you with her mace, probably.
Like a game of keep away.
Yeah.
Just like hold me up.
Yeah, just whoosh.
Might work.
Yeah, then if worse comes to worse, I can just rocket you off. You could do like
Just
a
like
flippy
throw
thing.
me.
You can land on
Just
the
like
building
into the air. Just free fall.
with style.
Maybe I'll turn into a bird.
I mean, you already are, our favorite seagull. So yeah, I think.
Well, I don't know. I feel like Tiny Tia is in the running.
I didn't like
Oh.
Tiny Tia that much. Don't tell Locke. It hurt his feelings, but she a menace, an absolute menace. She's not nice. Doesn't know when to stop talking. Just no.
It sounds like you're describing me.
No, you're better. You're better than that.
I just think I have less feathers.
But you respect me, unlike that menace to society. But that, that's fine.
Oh shit!
think
I think
you're
they're
cool.
coming over.
No, they're. Oh yeah, kids waiting.
Don't let her kill me.
Okay, I won't.
Ty's just stomping over, rubbing her shoulder, just staring daggers at Thea.
Oh, she is really angry.
Yeah, not my fault.
I know it's not your fault. I'll
fault.
explain it. Okay, just
You had one job.
It's not my fault.
she did her job.
Did she?
I
Yeah.
saw the man. I told Locke. I told him we should follow him, and then Locke ran up to him.
It's
And
true.
you didn't stop him.
No,
Trying to stop him.
it's probably better that she didn't, I can explain myself away. I can't explain Thea away.
And what if he had taken Locke?
Well, I was following
And she would
quite well, I might add.
I didn't even
We
see
saw
her.
you.
I thought we were alone.
Just because you've got freakish perception,
Just looking out for him.
and so am I. But I'm also not his mum.
Exactly, everyone. I'm as much a part of this team as anybody here, and I can pull my weight, and I'm good at, well, some things. So I thought I could help us all out.
Honestly, it's a miracle you didn't die. You must be really good at talking, because, oof,
I told you, I'm very good at not dying.
it's true.
I didn't say anything, but I mean, yeah, I guess we're all good at pulling our weight. I mean, look at the positives. Locke's alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thea
Did you learn
didn't die
anything?
either.
Got a
Yes.
positive?
And me and Ty didn't kill each other. I see this as another win today. Am I right, Ty?
I agree with Bikram, and I did learn something. That was, in fact, a man named Kurt with red hair. I didn't get his last name. I tried.
I'm pretty sure it's him.
And, I found out that he used to be a sailor, and that he has a lot of skills, and that he recruits, because I think I almost had a job. And, I also found out that, something bad might happen tonight.
Like what?
I don't know, he was really vague about it. He just said, stay off the streets, young man. And I was like,
Should we go back to
"Oh."
the ship? Do you think they'll try to strike again?
Well, I don't know. I think it's bigger than that.
I think we need Mike or Trevor to give us the information on what exactly is being said inside.
Are we letting
But
him?
what if it's happening now? What if they're just meeting up before whatever happens?
Do we risk it?
Can
What's
we
the
afford to
alternative?
wait?
Hide out at the spot we're supposed to meet Mike. At least we're off the streets. And
Maybe we could break into Jim's, not Jack's, Jim's. And then we're off the streets, but we can still look out for Mike. Trevor.
Sure. If they want to start shit in the streets, it's really not my problem.
No, but what if it's everybody's problem? Because I don't think it would have been Philip's problem, but Kurt said, you stay off the streets, Philip. He didn't say it like that, but...
Are you Philip?
I'm Philip.
I thought your name was Locke.
It is, but to Kurt, it's Philip.
Is this like another Mike Trevor situation?
It feels like it.
No, it's different, because we didn't know Trevor's name, so we just gave him a name, and we're hoping that he lives a better life as Mike. I'm Philip, so Locke doesn't die, you know?
I see, but you don't want to start a life as Philip. Holy shit, this is getting confusing.
Right, I went with Philip because I thought it would be easy to remember because Phil Brass.
Oh wow, so you literally just took a piece of his name.
Did you get this?
Yes.
All right. I feel like some decisions were made today. Were they good? Were they bad? Who's to say at this point?
Feels bad.
Is it
Shit.
raining? I thought I felt a drop. Maybe that's just me.
Is the storm coming in like tonight?
It
Or is it still like a couple days?
looks like it's on its way. It might be here later tonight. Might just be here tomorrow.
They could be planning something to sync up with the storm.
Hey, Pink.
But like I said, honestly, my biggest concern is the ship, as that's what we've been hired to look after. If they try to strike it again, and we're not there, there's a good chance we're not leaving the city. At least not that way. I don't much care for the rest of the city. They have guards. They'll figure something out. Riots happen all the time. But if they're going to target the ship, then we need to do something about it, I think.
Yeah. You're right. The ship's a priority.
Alright, so are we waiting for Trevor or are we going back to the ship? Because Trevor might have important information about what is going to happen that we can then go to the ship. Because right now I feel like we're going to the ship and we're going to be like, he has nice hair and that's all the information we have.
That's fair. We can wait and see if Trevor shows. Don't know if he will. But we can
He'll
see.
show.
Sure.
I mean, I think Trevor would show because he feels a loyalty to us in some way, even if that is through fear. But, you know, he's pretty readable. And if,
Personally, I have a feeling he's just going to spill his guts to the group inside the warehouse and see what happens, but I could be wrong.
or lie, and that might be worse, you know?
Why don't we wait for him? If he doesn't show, we'll go back to the ship and guard it from whatever might happen.
I do have a bit of a concern. If we do wait and it is later in the day and it becomes dark outside, well,
Are you afraid of the dark, lad?
no, not at all. But Kurt, we're on a first name basis. Kurt warned me not to go out in the streets at night. So if something major is happening and then we find ourselves on the streets at night, I just don't want to put all of you in danger. Not
I can lead us on the roofs. It's not a problem.
in the rain.
Just be deft of foot. Worst comes to absolute worst.
He looks
Take
right
to the
by
sewers.
them.
Okay.
You want me to run on a roof?
Listen, this day's gone a bit to shit. I'm just throwing out ideas.
I mean, I feel like I had a pretty good day, all things considered, but
I think this has been one of the longest days of my life, to be honest.
I guess that says a lot coming from you.
I kind of want to go to bed.
Well, let's go to bed. I mean, yeah.
You can't.
We can't.
Right.
I mean,
Trevor, Mike.
if we're going to station up at Jim's, one of you could take a nap.
Locke, can you see in the dark?
Yes.
Well,
I mean, relatively.
okay.
Are you just asking 20 questions?
No.
No, I was just wondering because my sister can't, so I thought maybe you couldn't.
Oh,
And that will be a problem.
Well, you don't have to worry about me.
If you need light, we can produce light.
Mm,
It's okay.
it's fine, really.
If nothing else, we can pick up the slack for him. I can see quite well in the dark.
Well, I'm not. There's no slack because of me.
No, that's
Well,
not
I mean,
what
we
she
all
means.
leave a little slack sometimes, lad.
You leave more slack than most.
Sometimes.
It's fine.
You haven't
Locke.
seen me on the
Just-
water.
Yeah.
You get slack on the water.
Well, I think we should make our way to Jim's. I know we're already kind of walking, aren't we? Or are we stationary?
I
Think we're
we're
walking.
walking.
Thought you were
I feel like
stationary.
we're walking.
Walking and talking.
I'm just walking. I want to always have Bygrim in between myself and Ty.
Before
At
we
all times.
before we make it to Jim's, maybe we could tell that nice tabaxi man that he should go inside for the night. Kurt
Right,
gave
you
me
see
these
him.
3 silver pieces, so maybe I could give him one of them.
It's nice of you.
And then be like, take the night off, sir.
Sure, we see him.
Maybe he's part of it. An undercover agent.
He's deep undercover, if that's the case.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to try to recruit him, Locke?
For the
We could
chartreuse.
workshop this blue tier.
Oh, yes.
So
We-
blue
we've-
tier.
We've been working on something for our yet to be named gang. I'm not saying that all of you need to make a decision, but
Mm.
if I was to get into it with Kurt today, it'd be really not intimidating if I had said, well, I'm part of a gang too. And he was like, oh yeah, what's your gang's name? And I had no answer for him.
So you were replacing us with their gang? Is that...
No, he's saying we need a name so he can intimidate fellow gang leaders.
Okay, well, we had a pretty good name. We call ourselves the Sea Seekers, you know?
Or
I think that's a-
how Tiny Tia referred to us as the Seekers. I think that's pretty nice.
Oh, she came up with that name?
Yes. by
I mean, yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's great.
We were really waiting for you, Fia.
For me.
Do you like the Seekers as a name?
Oh, I think so. I mean, I was on board with the chartreuse as well, so I mean, like...
Tear colour, tear colour. All
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
Well, I think we're all set then.
Just like that, another drop drips into the sea, and the effects of our adventure ripples outwards today. As we cast off for the time being, we hope to see you back in port. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye. holidays.
Oh yeah! Before we go, happy holidays!
Yeah, happy
everybody.
holidays, guys. I love you guys.
Right?
I'm proud of
yes, I'm wearing
You're
this
doing
for
your
a
best.
reason.
No, I just dress like an
These are
80s
everyday
mom
wear.
every
I
day.
forgot to write holiday-based break stuff too. Well,
We're
You
fine.
did a beautiful
Okay.
opening.
that's all. Well, from us here at the Charisma Saving Show to you at home, and you in the 7th dimension, we hope you have a wonderful holiday season, whatever you celebrate. And we'll see you in the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.